A few years ago, when Mary Chris was still working at the St. James School in Philadelphia, she was invited to represent the school at a church in Virginia. Business trip. The purpose was to meet with the parish community there and solicit support for St. James School. And fortunately, I was invited to join them. It was usually the other way around, me going on a business trip and she coming with me. It was very exciting. We set off and we picked up the priest who was accompanying us, then drove to Markham, Virginia, to Leeds Episcopal Church. This area located west of Washington, D.C. is horse country, reminiscent of Doe Run Road and its beautiful horse farms. We had a wonderful meeting with the rector and enjoyed a lovely dinner with a parishioner at a parishioner's home, where we met several members of the parish. We also participated in their worship service the next day and spent time discussing St. James and the school's mission with their community. This visit helped establish a relationship, and the support for St. James School grew at Leeds Church. One idea that I gained from this trip was the rector's philosophy on outreach. He believed that a community with a strong outreach program, one that would help attract other people to their area, should include three elements: something local, something national, and something international. And at that time, Leeds Church had identified St. James School of Philadelphia as the national initiative. This strategy resonated with me, and I love to see our community embrace it. I'm using the term outreach to refer to activities our parish engages in to serve people outside of our community. The best way to accomplish this is by getting involved with those we encounter. At times, sending money or other resources is the most that we can do. But it is in the relationship that are formed that growth within our community occurs. As one of the old priests said, nothing happens till soul touches soul. As we see in the gospel today, Jesus has called us to build relationships with others. Matthew uses the word welcome 6 times in this brief paragraph of a gospel reading, emphasizing that through our relationships, we can understand others' needs as well as our own. Jesus has called us to serve, and this can sometimes be as simple as offering a bottle of cold water and a hot dog during community celebrations. Or it might involve preparing and serving meals to the students and staff at the point, or providing resources to help those struggling to pay rent, buy food, or cover other bills. We may support individuals who are facing major tragedies in our community, such as fires, or provide small scholarships to high school graduates, as well as developing relationships with them. Or perhaps we donate children's books about death to the Chester County Library System. Or assist our Spanish-speaking neighbors in understanding our language through translation and conversation. We might provide housing assistance to families facing homelessness, or collect food and essential supplies for the food bank and Braves Haven, to support those experiencing food insecurity. These activities, along with others, reflect our commitment to the principle of think globally, act locally. Our outreach work focuses on Parkesburg and the surrounding areas of Chester County. However, in my time here, we have also sent financial resources to Hawaii and to North Carolina in response to national disasters. We've written letters and communicated with legislators and government leaders to advocate for mercy and the welfare of all citizens. The actions continue all in an effort to lift people up and spread the love that we've experienced. The prayers that we offer online are accessed by people in Thailand and Korea and other locations throughout the world. Our prayer list has included people in Africa, South America, and other places on the globe. In my view, we are an international parish, contributing to the advancement of the Christian movement globally. For a small community here in western Chester County, we actively seek ways to fulfill our outreach goals on local, national, and international levels. Recently, we hosted a book study focused on refugees and migrants and how they are received by our community and our nation. The United States has found its greatness in welcoming those who come to our shores for various reasons. All of us are descendants of people who took great risk and traveled to a place where welcome and freedom were offered. However, recent changes have caused our government to lose sight of the Christian value of hospitality. We need to let go of our fear and outrage and return to the principle of respecting the dignity of every human being. To fulfill that message of welcome that Jesus conveys, we are among the many in our society who just wish to offer that cup of cold water to the thirsty, provide resources to the hungry, and lift others up as we hold the burning torch of freedom and justice. God declared creation to be very good, and Jesus called us back to the law of love. Love God, love neighbor, love enemy, love one another. It is time for us to recognize who we are and how we should act. There is no subtlety in what Jesus says today. The message is clear. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's remember those signs that are around Parkesburg that may fade into the background or hidden by leaves on a tree, and yet they proudly proclaim the Episcopal Church welcomes you. There are no exceptions. All are welcome. These principles form the foundation of our community, our church, and our parish. We are called to encourage one another in our service. We must remember everything we do so that we can experience the wonders God has in store for us. We're to extend our values to those who are in need, who need to hear the gospel of love. Through these actions, we will welcome and build relationships with people we may not know yet. God is active in our community, calling us all to a higher purpose, a purpose of welcome, hospitality, and support for everyone. Jesus has made it clear, whoever gives even a cup of cold water to one of these is my disciple. Do not be afraid. Act from a place of abundance. Serve everyone. Transform yourself and the world around you. Amen.